So old.
What time do we have to be at the bus?
We've got 15 minutes.
I'd like to get some flowers.
You've got your flowers. Come along. American Cemetery and Memorial was established on this site because of its scenic grandeur and because so many American aircrew casualties in World War II occurred in the general area of East Anglia. Are you listening, Jim? Jim, it's the wrong O'Patrick. That's not K.O. Patrick. That's not Keystone. That's C.O. Patrick.
We all call him Keystone.
What'd you do that for? What was the point? You didn't tell me Henry was Jewish.
No? Oh, I guess I didn't.
Why not? Why didn't you tell me that?
Margaret, you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coach is waiting for you.
Minister's office. Yes?
Spencer.
Yes?
We inherit the kingdom of heaven.
Do we?
All the years of servile tokenism add up at last.
What is it?
Dinner with the ambassador to meet the prime minister and see the famous Winfield Wallpaper.
A very nice figure. Be careful. Don't mention the unemployment figures.
Hey, jog at 5.
So far, impeccable. Not the usual university sit-ins, even. The only thing she sat in on were her course lectures. There's gotta be something. Where was her?
The ambassador flew with the 8th Air Force.
Oh, yes, from Bassingbourn. The good old 8, yes. Why don't you go to Cambridge tomorrow? There's going to be a coroner's post-mortem in the afternoon. They speed these things up for foreign nationals. The widow, Mrs. Fleamarsh, sounded very upset, understandably. The ambassador likes to help out in things like this. If we can expedite her going back with the body or anything like that.
It's a shopping list. What, for embassy dinner?
That's from the PX in Rislip. That's a couple of weeks' food purchases for Miss Margaret Dubois.
Oh. Perhaps she does a lot of entertaining.
She doesn't. We checked. 2 weeks ago, her food bill was $114.
Sometimes people eat to compensate for things.
Margaret doesn't strike me as being a compulsive eater.
Maybe she lives with a very hungry man.
Well, let's hope not. For security reasons.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'm serious. Margaret works very hard. She's got a very good future. I don't want to see it jeopardized. But these figures are going to have to be looked at by the budget inspectors from Washington. Now, you know what they're going to think. Black market.
So you want me to find out who she cooks for?
Don't nail up a flag. Go easy. Get alongside. I just want the record set straight, that's all.
Right, Coach.
You ever been to Cambridge?
No, I haven't.
There's a freeway all the way now. The M11. City of dreaming spires.
I think that's Oxford, Coach.
Yes, I believe it is. Now, this is from the ambassador. He liked your report on the election. He likes all your reports.
What is it?
An invitation. The Prime Minister's going to be there.
You're fitter than you were. It's the time of the year. I wonder if they'll be there today. I wonder who they are.
I suppose it's the only hour in the week that matters to them.
The sentimentality of the single man. Are you jealous of him, Spence? I didn't think car groping was your style. Or are you just very hot for it these days?
I don't know. Something very touching about this weekly romance in the front seat of an old Rover every Friday for at least the last 3 months. It's not just a routine, it's kind of a ritual. I suppose they work together. He drives her home. Every Friday, using heavy traffic as an excuse, they detour into Battersea to spend an hour together. 1 hour, secret from everyone. An hour for lovers to cling together, hiding for a cause. Oh, God, they make me feel like a spy. I always seem to be peering in on other people's lives. You ever feel like that?
I feel like that most days. We could be luckier than you think.
What glittering careers we have. Who we kidding?
Man, we are servants. You know, that's something the British have got right. They call their civil servants always at someone else's disposal.
Skivvies.
Trying to be civil. We run a real clean latrine, man. Spencer, you ever resent having bought this place?
No, I like the place. I resent the circumstances under which I bought it.
Hey, what did Horton want?
Oh, perfect. Listen to this. He briefs me on this guy named Fleamarsh, just died up in Cambridge, bombardier and B-17s, over 40 missions with the 305 group under the command of Curtis LeMay. known as Old Iron Ass to his men. Anyway, the ambassador wants Flea Marsh to go home a war hero wrapped in the flag. Who's the delivery boy? For this, I go to college.
Well, you ever been to Cambridge?
No?
Well, get out your guidebook. You just hit the jackpot, Spence, old bean.
Trinity Great Court, that curious and characteristic masterpiece of the architectural treasure house that is Cambridge, is both lyrical and majestic. Centuries of buildings are inspirationally inspired. So that if it is entered from the southwest, one's first view of it will be of unforgettably airy splendor.
We're so happy to see you, sir. We shall be leaving shortly. It's a nice little drive on a lovely day. Here, sir. The dear lady won't mind being disturbed. Oh, no, if you'll excuse me, sir. Someone has just called to choose a casket. I have to alert Mr. Rogue.
Mrs. Flea Marsh.
About time, too. I've got a schedule. I'm up to here with this business. Coroners, post-mortems, medical referees. I've never known anything like it. Now, let's get this over. What's the time?
11:45.
You people told me 10 o'clock. And then you say something about the 24-hour rule. And then you leave me stranded. In here. I mean, what is this? I want an explanation.
I'll see if I can get us one.
Us?
I'm an American. I'm from the embassy. Sorry. I've just come from Mrs. Flea Marsh. She seems somewhat disturbed about something called 24-hour rule. I was wondering if you could tell me what it is.
Yes, of course I can, sir. The results of the coroner's post-mortem have to be lodged with the medical referee for 24 hours before the city coroner can release the body for cremation. In practice, as a matter of fact, that means that the papers have to be up at the crematorium by 9 a.m. on the day prior. But, of course, we didn't quite make that on account of the thermostat playing up on the princess. However, I'm happy to say they've waived the point, and the superintendent has kindly offered us, yes, 12:30. We try and do what we can for foreigners.
Thank you. You did say crematorium.
Yes, sir. It's a cremation. Mrs. Flemish changed her mind.
He'd have wanted it this way. Have you any idea how much it costs to get someone back to the States in this condition? $4,000. We saved for this trip, and I'm not having Jim pay for it twice over. He always relied on me, you know, to handle money matters. He was a baby when it came to money. He bowled a lot. He always had one of those shiny blue jackets. My first idea was to get Jim straight back to Baltimore, but then I tried to put myself in his shoes. Well, there you are. I just know what he would have said.
What would he have said?
I was always telling him Don't let them take it away from you, Jim.
That's what he would have said?
Right. Shakespeare's birthplace is worth fighting for. Stonehenge, Salisbury, Stratford-upon-Avon, Paris, Rome. I already missed most of Cambridge, thanks to all this red tape. Bureaucrats. These people feed off the unfortunate. He'd have wanted me to fight.
Through our Lord Jesus Christ, who shall change the body of our low estate, that it may be like unto his glorious body, according to the mighty working, whereby he is able to subdue all things to himself. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. Where's Mrs. Fleamarsh?
Oh, she's just left, sir. No, the taxi she ordered came for her. Stonehenge. A taxi to Stonehenge. These Yanks, you never know what they'll get at. She signed the necessary, sir.
The necessary?
Assigning you a custodianship of the ashes, sir.
She did.
Ashes can be a problem. You can take a casket of ashes to the German embassy and they'll search you. And then the interrogation. Still, that's them, isn't it? You want to send ashes to Africa and they just say put them in the post. What do you people do?
We take them sightseeing. Give them a bit of freedom, show them a good time. Do you have any very small stars and stripes?
May I suggest King's College Chapel first, sir?
Very good.
Have a nice day, sir.
We will. Worth fighting for, Jim. Well, time to go home. I don't want you to worry about a thing. Mona's a good sort. She's going to keep you very well dusted.
No, I don't like to touch it.
It's a good one. I know he's quiet, but he's been through a lot. We owe it to him to keep him dusted.
Yes, Mr. Savage.
I've invited him home for the weekend.
Yes, Mr. Savage.
He might get lonely.
Yes, Mr. Savage. Did you find the shirt you've been looking for?
Would you believe 40 pounds?
I'm afraid I
mean,
would.
I know it's a nice shirt, but 40 pounds.
Here. Needle lift, those for you.
Oh, thanks, Vic.
We should have limos for these occasions. How's Jim?
Fine.
I'm glad somebody is. Hi, Errol.
Hi, Vic. Spence, can I bank on you for a ride home from the Winfield thrash?
Yes, you can. Steve has lent me his car.
Thanks.
I'll see you at 5.
Oh, no, not today you won't. You won't see me at the Ambassador's with a jogging complexion. Anyway, man, you're getting too fit for me. Say, how's Jim?
Fine. Hey, is Margaret Du Bois going to be there tonight?
As a matter of fact. Why?
Oh, no reason. I don't know. I just don't feel I know her.
Nobody does. Has anybody been asking you to... What? Now about that old chestnut? When Margaret's PX bills. Man, we've all tried. She is a mysterious woman. Do you remember the time she was rushed to the hospital?
Oh, it was just a little feminine complaint.
What? Covered in bruises?
No, scratches.
Under one of its sex or one of its substitutes?
One of the many.
One of the few.
It's nice to be young.
Honestly, you men.
Oh, come on, Mona. Nobody's ever figured Margaret out.
No, and why should they?
I can't do another set.
How to make two lovers a friend. But now I've 40 pounds. Where's the check? Get me the waiter. I just gotta scrap. Plant you now, dig you later. I'm on the land.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Ah, Spencer. Okay. The guests are all assembled. Now, here's the game plan. A, the team moves into position. B, I send in the play. C, the ambassador shows her the wallpaper.
Right, Coach.
The wallpaper?
It's 400 years old.
Wow.
Oh, what do you think?
Well, I haven't really seen it yet.
No, I meant my new... Oh, never mind. And please, not a word about interest rates or unemployment.
Hey, you're glittering tonight.
It's the time of the year.
So it is.
And you look beautiful. Again.
Flatterer. Come on, Spencer. Coach wants us on sheepdog duty. I'll show you the wallpaper.
What is with this wallpaper?
Seems they've repainted the history out of it.
Yeah. You know, when I had the old bathtub taken out of my flat, there were 3 different kinds of paper on the wall behind it, one on top of the other. I felt really archaeological. Oh, they were just ordinary wallpapers out of a store, I suppose. You know, one of them was arsenic green, Edwardian. You know, that's the paper. Well.
Oh, sorry.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger across a crowded room. That should be a theme song, Spencer.
This, of course, is the famous Chinese wallpaper we were talking about.
It's silk, of course.
And that's how you talk about wallpaper.
We haven't met. What do you think of this wallpaper?
I like its plain, uncertain curve.
And, Everett? Prime Minister Flora Domingo Duncan. And Spencer Savage, another member of my staff. Dr. Duncan is currently doing research in London.
On Mary Shelley.
Oh, yes, Frankenstein.
Yes, precisely, yes. This is Mr. and Mrs. Carlton.
Flora Domingo Duncan.
Hello, Sykes Stephen, Cabinet Office. How do you do?
Fine, thank you.
Is this your first trip over here?
Oh, no, I did some graduate work at Oxford 3 years ago.
Ah. Oh, I know who you are. You're with the firm, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Done my homework, you see, Mr. Savage. Does Kuala Lumpur make sense?
Oh, well done. You have a very pretty name, Flora Domingo Duncan.
My mother's Mexican.
I had dinner at the Carringtons last night.
Isn't Lord Carrington the man who settled the Rhodesian question?
Yes,
Well,
he
not
was,
entirely,
and as a
no,
matter-
although that is the accepted line. Actually, the person who brought the two sides together and did most of the preliminary work was my boss, that lady over there.
Quite by chance, I reread Frankenstein recently. Misery made me a fiend. Poor monster.
Frankenstein.
Excuse me.
The doctor.
The ambassador wants you to join us after dinner.
Well, most people get
If
that
the subject
wrong.
of interest rates comes up, I'll give you a
yes,
signal.
yes, I think we have a lot
What for?
I may need some backup.
Will it come up?
It might.
I have this theory about Frankenstein, you see, that it represents the fear of childbirth, the fear of giving birth to a monster or a corpse.
Lots of people have that theory.
Well, I never said I was original. Mary Shelley's mother died giving birth to her, and she was pregnant herself when she wrote the book.
Well, no, in fact, she wasn't pregnant. And anyway, is Dr. Frankenstein the mother or the father of the monster?
Does that make any difference?
As a feminist, I think it makes a big difference.
Feminists? Feminists are usually such scolds. You're so nice.
I'm not nice.
Well, I think she's nice.
She's lovely.
I'm selfish, I'm bossy, I'm opinionated. My students are terrified of me. And I'm impossible to live with.
I have an idea. We're being summoned to dinner.
And you're full of such surprises.
Sir, would you like to come through now?
I like its lame, uncertain curves. Very good.
Charlotte Perkins Gilman. You don't know her story, The Yellow Wallpaper? She was another impossible woman.
Allow me.
It was very nice to have met you, Mr. Savage.
And finally, I'd like to say how impressed I was by your description, Prime Minister, of the way that you see the Anglo-U.S. relationship. Complex and demanding, like all the best friendships. The most significant and constant international friendship of the 20th century. Its importance and value to our two countries cannot be measured.
Hear, hear.
To friendship.
You're a rather fussy eater. You've hardly touched your food. You're not one of those food cranks, are you?
No, I just got rather strange when I was in the Far East.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Big cats out there.
People.
Poor cats.
That is sentimentality.
Why?
Not serious, are you?
I am. Cats are clean, aren't they? And they're intelligent, and they're selfish in the best way. Cats don't give a damn, and they can take care of themselves. And they're very pretty. Don't you think the people who eat cats can make you hate?
I never thought of it that way.
And why does she have such a beautiful name? And why am I such a coward?
The word is she wants to hear about interest rates. You're going to like her. She's truly an amazing human being.
I don't know anything about interest rates.
Well, improvise.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what the economists are doing.
That's a cute opening. She'll appreciate that.
I believe you're an expert on Asia.
Spencer looks as if he's being grilled.
The coach just grabbed him and took him off to meet her.
As a sacrificial offering?
Tied hand and foot.
You know, she's surprisingly attractive in a strong sort of way.
Don't you agree, Spencer?
Oh, Spencer's a young lady.
No, the PM.
I just hope Spencer's got his mind on the job.
Well, I wouldn't count on it. I couldn't get any sensible out of him earlier in the evening.
Unemployment?
Ooh. I think that
Excuse me.
We were talking to one of our Marine commanders just the other day, Prime Minister, and he was telling me how delighted his pilots were with your Harrier aircraft.
Yeah, truly delighted, yes.
A major contribution. Well, I mean, they jump straight up in the air.
Well, of course. May I please have my cloak, dear?
Do you need a ride home? I have a car.
The bloom sacks are taking me, but thank you anyway.
We haven't had much chance to talk.
No. I did see you talking to the Prime Minister. Actually talking.
No, no, no. Mine is the black velvet cloak.
I want to see you again. Very much. For a meal, for anything.
That would be nice.
Well, what's your telephone number?
Thanks.
170
170
3972. Call me.
When?
Tonight.
Spencer, what's the matter with you?
I've never been happier,
That's not what I mean. I mean with the Prime Minister.
Oh, I raised the unemployment figures.
You must be in love. By how much?
Too much.
You're supposed to be taking me home, by the way.
I am?
What's that supposed to mean?
I am.
What happened?
I raised the unemployment figures.
I have never seen Everett Horton looking more uncomfortable in my whole life.
I'm gonna get my coat.
Are you driving him home?
Yeah.
Would you mind dropping me off? It won't be out of your way.
Anything.
Thank you, Spencer.
You're quite fit.
So, what's this all about?
I'm going to show you a secret.
You really cook for them all?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
Oh, no one's really interested. Only curious. I can't stand condescension. People with children think they're superior, or else they pity you. Anyway, I think I'm entitled to my privacy.
Why are you telling me?
I liked what you said about cats tonight. And,
What?
you're going to need it. You don't bitch the PM of a major ally and walk away without a scratch or two. Everett is going to want to see you tomorrow. Very early.
Very true.
Well, at least you won't go in empty-handed. You'll have Margaret's cats. I know there's been a lot of speculation about my PX bills, but nobody has ever cracked it. Now it can be put to some use.
Thank you, Margaret. And I do actually like cats.
And I do actually like you. As a compliment. I'm very fussy. Off you go. I think you have a phone call to make.
God. Oh, God. Oh, come on. 1, 7... Oh, yeah, 170. 170 what? 170... No. Yeah, no, 3. 170. 3, 7... Not... No, not... 397. 397. 397. Okay, one to go. One to go what? 397... 3. Hello. Sorry, wrong number. Shit. 17039. 5, of course, 5. All right, okay. 1703975. All right. Hello, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. We're talking about the future of the world here. Same to you. One 17039. Jim, give me a hand. 1703972. Hello. It's me, I'm ringing. Flora?
Yes, it's me. Why don't you come over?
I like the furniture. I like the beautifully organized books.
Are they the same as your books?
Except yours are organized. Other than that, pretty much the same. Is that good or bad?
Books are mind furniture. Idea storage. Comfortable places for the mind to curl up in. This is already impossibly intimate.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
You're the teacher, Flora Domingo Duncan.
And you're not one of my students. You talk to prime ministers. And you're not afraid of me.
You haven't scolded me yet.
Wait till I finish my champagne.
I didn't see any Hemingway on your shelves.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, good. Very good. No place for him here.
You have to go soon.
Do I?
This is not an expression of the new morality.
No, I know that. I just hope it means what I hope it means.
What would it mean if you did stay here?
Mean that you drunk the champagne.
And that I was impressed with the way you tell prime ministers the way the world wags.
Thank you.
And that my curiosity got the better of me. I want to offer you myself one day, not just my curiosity.
That was brave.
Yes, it was.
I want to offer you myself one day. Not just my infatuation.
Good.
I want to know everything about you. Your crazy family. You do have a crazy family, don't you?
Oh, of course.
Scars on your knees. You do have scars on your knees.
Of course.
Where you first learned to swim. When you first realized you disliked your aunt. When you gave up existentialism. You have given up existentialism, haven't you?
Of course, of course.
Good, good. Much to learn. Did you really dislike that aunt of yours?
Oh, a dragon, all teeth and breath. And when all this is known and learned,
Then?
What luxury.
Luxury.
Mm-hmm.
When am I going to see you again?
Vic, do me a favor, will you? Give these back to Steve.
Yeah. Did you have a good time last night?
Remarkable.
You sure?
Okay, come on. What have you got to say?
What did you say to the Prime Minister last night?
What have you heard that I said?
Only that you bitched to her about unemployment, like any socially concerned young diplomat might.
You heard right.
You didn't, Spencer. I mean, that is serious. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Horton wants to see you, sir.
Why on earth did you come out with that stupid remark about unemployment?
Sorry, Coach.
Were you drunk?
Not in the way you might think.
So you were. That's what I told the ambassador. I said you were on antibiotics and the alcohol had got to you.
Thanks, Coach.
Frankly, Spencer, I don't know what I'm going to do about this.
I'm really sorry. What did the Prime Minister have to say about the Sea Harriers?
I think I pressed the right buttons there. She went on to Sea Slugs, Sea Dart, and Type 45 destroyers. I think she enjoyed herself. Hardware interests her. She's got a scientific turn of mind.
That was a very intelligent move. By the way, I found out about Margaret's groceries.
Your what?
Margaret Du Bois.
Oh, you have? How?
I got alongside, as you suggested, Coach.
Well?
I don't believe it. Oh, what's with this guy? Is he a miracle worker or what? Spencer, teach me how to walk on water.
It'll have to wait till after lunch. I've got a date.
Oh, another one. The man is a sex maniac.
There's been a remarkable swing in sentiment about the state of the British economy, and this must inevitably lead to further competition for the dollar in the European money markets. And, get it?
Got it.
Good. Jim, I'll see you later. I got a lunch date.
Oh, well, if anyone rings, can I say what time you'll be back from lunch?
Nope.
Fine. Can I say where you'll be?
Nope.
Fine. Hello? Mr. Savage!
Yeah?
Telephone call.
Oh, I'll ring him back.
Well, it's from the airport, and Mrs. Fleamarsh. She sounded a bit...
Okay. Yes, Mrs. Fleamarsh.
The connecting flight was late. I've only got a half an hour before my flight home, and there's not much time. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to put the ashes in a diplomatic pouch and send them directly to me in Baltimore. Here's the name and address.
I don't believe this. What do you want to do?
Mrs. Helen
He's
Fleamarsh,
fighting words, Jim.
221 Bradbury Street.
Mrs. Fleamarsh, I'm afraid I can't put your husband's ashes in the diplomatic pouch. It's just against regulations. You'll have to deal with them yourself.
Now, how the hell am I supposed to do that, young man?
Ah, well, then you'll have to leave them with me.
What?
Oh, Mrs. Fleamarsh, your husband and I have been getting on here like dogs in the park. Truth be known, I'll be sorry to see him go. Now, I'll make the appropriate arrangements. I'll write you what I've done. Don't worry about a thing, and you have a very good flight. Okay, Jim.
green and pleasant land, Jim. Worth fighting for.
What did he die of?
Scolding. Goodbye, Jim.
If there's anything out there, Jim,